What is going on, guys? The Come Up Gaming, aka Propaganda here, back with another Dominations video. And today what I want to share, we could call it the method to my madness, so to speak, when it comes to farming. I get a lot of questions about how I farm, what troops I like to use, what kind of targets I like to hit, and basically this video will walk you through it. I feel as though my ways are definitely pretty efficient, especially for those people struggling to raise their medal count. And let's be clear about one thing before we get into this, and that is I choose to keep my medals low. I've tried both sides of the spectrum, and honestly I prefer to farm at a lower medal count, okay? And really that's the beauty of this whole method, and that is pretty much anyone can do it. You don't have to be fully maxed out Enlightenment age to do this, okay? I've been doing it since classical age, all through medieval age, and it allowed me to completely max medieval age in a very short amount of time. I think I started gunpowder at level 73 or 74. So with all that being said, let's just jump right into this. Let's open the reports here, and hopefully this doesn't take 7 hours to load. But as this loads, there we go. Okay, we can take a look at my defensive report, because there's a beautiful tidbit of information here that, you know, I totally didn't think about even including in this video until I really looked at it, and it's basically the perfect example of how to not go about farming. Okay, courtesy of Horsebottom here. Okay, he literally threw everything my way. He lost it all, and all he got was 255 food. Oh, excuse me, 255 food, and honestly, I don't even think that's enough to replace 1 or 2 of his troops. It's basically nothing. So, you know, Mr. Bottom, if you're ever watching this video, thank you for providing the perfect example of how to farm without using your brain. Alright, let's move over to the attack area of the reports. And basically we want to focus on, if I could scroll, perfect. Basically we want to focus on this attack right here. Forgive me, I cannot read or pronounce his or her name. Squiggly line, dot, dot, squiggly line. Okay, that's what I got. So as this loads up, basically, I want to try to catch the timer so we have a little bit of time before it starts. So let me take care of that real quick before it zooms right through the beginning. And I want to immediately draw your attention to the east side of the base, because that's where our point of contact is going to be. That's where we're going to drop our troops. You'll see an unprotected ballista, and whenever I see an unprotected ballista, that to me is one of the first things I want to take out. And I also look at the level of the ballista being only a level 1. It's going to take at least 4 hits to kill my Lancer. I know that right off the bat. So once that ballista's out of here, I'm going to drop the Fire Lances right behind the Lancers. They're going to start cleaning up. Now, basically, you don't want your ground troops anywhere near Archer Towers. Archer Towers, even low-level ones, will tear your guys up quicker than you might think. Okay, so basically I rally my knights. I know they're gonna beat the archers, so there's no, you know, I'm not gonna lose any archers off that. I know they're gonna beat them up there and take out that archer tower. They're gonna come down, they're gonna do what they do. Meanwhile, my archers are just hanging back, cleaning everything up. They're not in danger of catapults or archer towers at this moment of time, so we're gonna save our rally, okay? And the Lancers are going to continue to do what they do. They're going to make their way up to the northwest. They're going to get rid of the Archer Tower so my Fire Lances can advance. They're going to get rid of the catapult. That's gone. I am going to take 1 hit, but it's not enough to kill my guys. So you'll notice I just rallied to the north point of the base, and that was, again, to basically create another screen. So my lancers are going to hit this archer tower to the west way before my fire lances do. And secondly, it's going to put my fire lances to the north to avoid this little pocket of resistance right here to the south, which is a catapult and what I like to call an archer tower on steroids, being the castle. I don't want my fire lances anywhere near that. So my lancers are going to come down. I have no fear at this point. I know the catapult's not going to do anything. I know the level 1 archer tower isn't going to do anything. I was a little skeptical about the castle down there, but it really just depends. It depends on who they target. If they're going to, target the guy with the least health. This time I got lucky. They targeted one that was still pretty healthy. So that's it for the defensive buildings. With the use of rally twice to create 2 screens, basically that kept my archers safe. And they're just going to mop up now. And I don't have any training time, basically. I could just return home and start on the next raid. That's the beauty of this, I think. If you're not losing any troops, you're not wasting any time to retrain the troops. Okay? So it's just one right after another. Even if you lose 1 or 2 troops, that's not going to make or break your army. You can retrain those 2 troops while you're doing your next raid. Losing 2 or 3 archers isn't going to be so detrimental to you that you can't raid anymore. So basically you're going to keep going. You're going to go and go and go until, you are going to mess up. Everyone makes a mistake here and there. Maybe a bad rally, even maybe some bad AI. There's a lot of that going around. So you might lose some troops here and there, and then, yeah, you'll have to train your army up for a little bit. But overall, I think it's a pretty efficient method. You see that I didn't have to use any tactics, just the lancers and the fire lances, and they got the job done perfectly. And I walk away with over 100k of each resource, and I'm just on to the next one. So I can see where some people might think, well, this is just all show for the video. I got lucky one time farming with no losses, and now I'm pretending that it's my whole strategy, and I'm pretending that, this is the way I farm, and that's totally not the case. If we just exit the game real quick. And I showed a couple of these in my last video. I'll link it in the description below if you guys want to check that video out. That'd be pretty cool. But if I go to my gallery here, excuse the loading time, again, everything takes so long while I'm recording. I'm just going to open up my screenshots here. And this is just from today and yesterday, really. And I'll just go right through them. And you can see, this isn't a one-time thing. This isn't a fluke. I'm not just pretending that this is the way I farm. This is the way I farm. And I find it to be quite efficient. Some of you may argue. That's fine. Everyone plays the game the way that they like to play it. And this is the way that I like to play it. So with that being said, I'll wrap this up. I don't want it to go too much longer. While we're here, let's see if I can get back into the game real quick before, without having to load it. If it has to load, I'll just end the video and we'll address some things in the next video, so make sure you guys catch that one. Let's see what happens. Sometimes I can get back into the game without going through the loading screen. Doesn't look too promising this time, though, guys. I think we're going to have to, go through the loading screen. Well, I won't bore you with that, guys. I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas for videos, leave it in the comments, and I will get working on them as soon as possible. Any idea is worth typing in the comments. Shoot it to me. I'll look at it. If it's going to make a good video, then sure, I'll definitely work on it for you guys. Since we did get back into the game relatively quickly, I just want to give a shout out to my alliance. I am the leader. I got a great council, very helpful, very active. Here's the alliance information. We got a couple spots open. We're active on Kick. We're active on Facebook. Obviously on YouTube. We're active on the official forums. We got a couple spots left. If you want to join, you know, there's the requirements right there in the description. You know, put in an application. Shoot me a comment. Let me know your name. I'd be more than happy to get you in here, and we can all play together, man. All right, guys. Well, again, I'm not going to draw this out any longer than it needs to be. I just wanted to give all my people in my alliance a shout out there. So they're good people. And if you want to join, we got a couple spaces open. All right, guys.